My name is Chris Anderson. I'm with DuPont StormRoom with KEVLAR. What I'm showing here is one of the popular options that are coming up with storm shelter protection. This is what's known as an in-home storm shelter. And you never know you have protection in place. What it is actually in-house storm protection that offers protection that's sort of upgraded in closets, bathrooms, any rectangular shape area in there. And the key behind the storm room shelter is actually what's inside the walls. What you find is inside the walls is we use KEVLAR technology, the same material that's used for bullet-resistant vests and other materials for ballistic protection. We use it for tornado resistance. We incorporate that into a structurally insulated SIP panel. And these panels are used throughout the entire wall here, where you have KEVLAR and then a high-density insulated foam, 2 pieces of plywood. This is then finished into the final storm shelter. Let's just step inside right here. That's one component of the storm shelter system. What you find is there's actually these SIP wall constructions are embedded inside a structural steel frame. And so what this shows along the sides here is a structural frame that is actually anchored into the foundation using Simpson strong tie anchoring bolts. So again, when it's all said and done, a certified professional installer can bring in, install the framing, SIP walls, and then finish it out as a normal wall. But the final feature of the DuPont StormRoom with KEVLAR is the door. Anybody can build a very strong shelter, but if you don't have a good door to protect you, you're going to have the weakest link and have a failure in there. And so in this case, we use a door that's steel and it's easily activated with 6 pins, so that when you're in here, you are protected not just with the KEVLAR walls, but also with these bolts. Mostly it's used for closets, but we see a lot of people using it for wine cellars and also laundry rooms, and places like your bathroom even can be incorporated in there. We use anchor bolts throughout the entire system. We drill down into the foundation, into the slab, and incorporate anchor bolts into a channel of a 12-gauge inch steel. That bonds it to the ground. Each of those anchor bolts have about 1,900 pounds. There's about 30 of those anchor bolts in the entire room. The installation is very easy for the DuPont StormRoom with KEVLAR. What you find is it takes about 1 day or less, depending on the overall size that you have. For more information on the DuPont StormRoom with KEVLAR, you can visit www.stormroom.dupont.com.